Hey, what's going on, guys? This is EJ, and this is Breathing Fantasy Football, literally. And we set Draftkings lineups through a yoga mindset tonight. We're going to talk about Week 9 recap, Monday night showdown between the Jets and the Pats. We're going to do a first look of Week 10. So we're going to set a couple lineups. I may get Chris on the show here tonight. So stay tuned.
Well, I have a sort of suggestion. That before we decide either, we pause for a moment of silence. I don't mean that kind of broken silence that one observes when someone says, such and such a famous person has just died, and we'll observe a moment of silence in his honor. Everybody frowns and thinks very serious thoughts. That's not silence at all. I mean real silence, in which we stop thinking and experience reality as reality is. Because after all, if I talk all the time, I can't hear what anyone else has to say. And if I think all the time, and by that I mean specifically talking to yourself subvocally inside your skull, if I think all the time, I have nothing to think about except thoughts. And so I'm never in touch with the real world. Now, what is the real world? Some people have the theory that the real world is material or physical. They say it's made of kind of a stuff. Other people have the theory that the real world is spiritual or mental. But I want you to point out that both those theories of the world are concepts. They are constructions of words. And the real world is not an idea. It is not words. Reality is you will find, therefore, that if you get with reality, all sorts of illusions disappear. And I will mention several illusions that have not this kind of existence. Let's begin with some very down-to-earth ones, like money. Money is a very useful method of accounting. It is a measure of wealth in the same way as inches are measures of length and grams measures of weight. You cannot eat money. You could have a fantastic quantity of dollar bills and stock certificates on a desert island, and they would be useless to you. What you would need would be food and animals and companions. Money simply represents wealth in rather the same way that the menu represents the dinner. Only we are psychologically perverted in such a way that some of us would rather have money than real wealth. But you know, you cannot drive in 5 cars at once, even though they be Cadillacs. You cannot live simultaneously in 6 houses or eat 12 roasts of beef at one meal. There is a limit to what one can consume. So that's one of the sort of confusions I'm talking about. Another is that we confuse ourselves as living organisms with our idea of ourselves. That is to say, with a conception of myself which is called the personality or ego. That is what we have been told we are. And it's an extremely crude and limited conception of oneself, of the actual unique living organism. And we get unhappy because we're thinking of ourselves in this way, because we think, well, gee, I'm going to die. I once talked to a woman who came to me and said she was afraid of death. And we went into it in a long conversation. I said, what are you really afraid of? And she thought it over and thought it over, and he said, you know, what I'm going to be afraid of is what other people are going to say. They're going to say, poor old Gert, she couldn't last it through. Because you see, who you think you are is entirely dependent on who people have told you you are. You're not that. Then another thing that bothers us is time. Most people nowadays say, I have no time. Of course you don't. Because you are not aware of the present. You know, the present is represented on your watch by a hairline that is as thin as possible, as is consistent with visibility. And so everybody thinks the present is, instead of, now, the present is the only real time. There is no past, and there isn't a future. And there never will be. We think ordinarily of the present as an infinitesimal point at which the future changes into the past. And we also do a terrible thing. We imagine ourselves to be results of the past. And we're always passing the buck over our shoulders, like when God approached Adam in the Garden of Eden and said, hast thou eaten of the fruit of the tree whereof I told thee thou shouldst not eat? And Adam said, this woman thou gavest me, she tempted me and I did eat. And God looked at Eve and said, hast thou eaten of the fruit of the tree whereof I told thee thou shouldst not eat? And she said, the serpent beguiled me and I did eat. And God, out of the corner of his eye, looked at the serpent. The serpent said nothing. So you see, we're always passing the buck. And don't realize that the past is caused by the present, as the wake of a ship flows back from the prow. Now, the wake doesn't drive the ship any more than the tail wags the dog. But we've all got excuses. Well, my mother had a fit while she was carrying me in the womb. They didn't bring me up right. And then they go to the mother and say, how is it that you could have been so irresponsible with your children? And she says, well, it was my parents didn't bring me up right either. And so everybody passes the buck. But the truth of the matter is, it all begins here. This is where the creation begins. And you're doing it and won't admit it. Because, of course, you're all God in disguise. Jesus found that out, and they crucified him for saying so. So this is a very odd thing for Westerners to understand, and particularly for Americans. Because we are so fixated on the future. When we say we want to put something down, we say it has no future. Well, do you? Much better to have a present. Because if you don't, it's useless to make plans. Because when they work out, you won't be there to enjoy them. You'll be thinking of something else. So we realize that we are living out of now and throwing the past behind us.
Now, it's amazing what doesn't exist in the real world. For example, in the real world, there aren't any things, nor are there any events. That doesn't mean to say that the real world is a perfectly featureless blank. It means that it is a marvelous system of wiggles in which we descry things and events in the same way as we would project images on a Rorschach blot or pick out particular groups of stars in the sky and call them constellations, as if they were separate groups of stars. Well, they're groups of stars in the mind's eye, in our system of concepts. They are not out there as constellations already grouped in the sky. So in the same way, the difference between myself and all the rest of the universe is nothing more than an idea. It is not a real difference. And meditation is the way in which we come to feel our basic inseparability from the whole universe. And what that requires is that we shut up. That is to say, that we become interiorly silent and cease from the interminable chatter that goes on inside our skulls. Because you see, most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. And I remember when I was a boy, we had a common saying, talking to yourself is the first sign of madness. Now, obviously, if I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. And so in exactly the same way, if I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols, and I'm never in relationship with reality. All right, now that's the first basic reason for meditation. But there is another sense, and this is going to be a little bit more difficult to understand, why we could say that meditation doesn't have a reason or doesn't have a purpose. And in this respect, it's unlike almost all other things that we do, except perhaps making music and dancing. Because when we make music, we don't do it in order to reach a certain point, such as the end of the composition. If that were the purpose of music, to get to the end of the piece, then obviously the fastest players would be the best. And so likewise, when we are dancing, we are not aiming to arrive at a particular place on the floor, as we would be if we were taking a journey. When we dance, the journey itself is the point. When we play music, the playing itself is the point. And exactly the same thing is true in meditation. Meditation is the discovery that the point of life is always arrived at in the immediate moment. And therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Because the future is a concept. It doesn't exist. As the proverb says, tomorrow never comes. There is no such thing as tomorrow. There never will be, because time is always now. And that's one of the things we do.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How is your dude? I didn't even see your emails until today because I didn't think you were getting back until today.
Yeah,
it would have helped us both, man. If I was able to jump on yesterday and talk before the slate, man, it would have helped us both, man. Because I ended up getting burned, man. And I was on I was on a lot of the right plays and still ended up getting burned, man.
How much did you change your lineup?
I still roll with Hamler, man. He got 15, but he could have easily had 30, man. He had like 10 targets in that game, man.
Yeah, I saw the points. Yeah, that was nice.
They missed him downfield on 2 deep passes, man.
Really?
So, yeah, the logic, the theory behind that was perfect. Yo, let's bring up your screen and talk this showdown for tonight.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up right here.
Can't do nothing about the past. We can only move forward here. But do it. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, the festival was awesome, man. It was a lot of camping, a lot of parties. I was doing a lot of workshops.
I'm glad you got my number now. So if that happens again, just call me and wake me up, man. I'll be down.
Yeah. I got on in the morning, but it's all good.
No, I know that you sent me that email like 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
But man, if you're gonna talk football, man, I don't mind, man. I would have woken up, man.
Yeah.
I don't check my email that often, you know.
I hear you. Well, here, let's check out the lineup. So I did 3 more lineups after we talked, and those are the only 3 that cashed.
Well, I'm glad you got some cash.
Yeah, I started filling Michael Pittman Jr. for the Colts, and he actually got 10 points. That team sucked, and I was like, man, that could have been a steal pick that we didn't talk about. He did okay. He didn't do that great, but we didn't. Let's see who else. The ones that we set were not good, except the Drew Lock. I don't know. We put Cook in a couple, man, but Guyton, it looks like
Guyton didn't have a best day, but I didn't end up playing Guyton. I ended up taking him out, but still.
Yeah. I still like the play.
I like the play.
Trying to see the one that.
What do you got going on for tonight here? I think this slate looks like it's going to lock, and we don't have that much time.
Yeah, I was going to do 2. Let me see here, lineups. So I got these 2 so far. I think Cam Newton's a huge chalk play. Everyone's going Cam Newton. But what if the Jets have a game? I mean, they haven't done anything yet. Do you think this is weird putting Joe Flacco as a captain?
Yeah, but it's just Showdown, man. Who knows?
Well, you want to make a lineup together?
Yeah, let's make a lineup.
Let me, all right. So did you have any lineups cash?
I only ran one lineup.
Oh, you only ran that one?
I only ran one lineup, yeah.
What would you end up getting? What was your top score?
That lineup got 140, the one I ran.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what
It's
was
all right.
cash like?
That's why there's always the next slate. There's always the next slate.
I hear you, man.
I already checked out this Sunday, man. This Sunday is looking glorious. The chalk.
Yeah, I want to. Go ahead.
I think it's a harder slate to figure out. I like that. Where there's not so many.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it after we set this lineup.
You know who I think is sneaky tonight, my dude? I think that Paraman is a little sneaky tonight.
What about Frank Gore though? Frank Gore hasn't scored a touchdown yet.
I never played Frank Gore, man.
I know.
I never played Frank Gore, man.
But I mean, I agree. He's been getting 10 attempts every game.
He's going to need about 50 attempts to get where we need him to go.
Yeah, but this is the cheapest he's ever been.
Oh well, I can't play Frank Gore. He's not going to be in my lineup.
No. Well, I'll do one with you, and I'll do one without you, and I'll put Frank Gore in.
All right. I can't say.
You like Perryman?
I can't give you the go-ahead with. You know who I like tonight? I think is sneaky is Burkhead.
Yeah. Could he be a captain? Because he's put up that kind of points in the past. If he did anything.
The thing is that, dude, you got to think about it like this. They're gonna be routing the Jets most likely, and if they happen to crush, I think that Burkhead is a good candidate to get the cleanup work. I could see Burkhead getting a lot of third quarter run in this game and mopping up.
And what about the other running back? Both of them and Pat's D.
Yeah, Damien Harris might be nice, but for some reason I just feel like this is a Burkhead.
Just a one person.
You can have both of them. You can have both of them.
Yeah, you could. But then you got to roll with the Patriots D, because that's. I definitely like Crowder. Crowder's probably the chalkiest play that you have to have in.
Yeah, I like Crowder. Got to keep Crowder in. The thing is that if Cam Newton only scores 20, you don't necessarily need him. But it's, you know what I mean? Like, what's Cam going to put up?
Yeah, I think Cam is priced too high.
He's expensive, but do you need him?
No, I think Joe Flacco is going to maybe put up 15 to 20 points.
Put Cam in here. You know, put Cam in the lineup. Might as well.
Cam, sure. Yeah, it's hard to fade him.
Sony Michael's not playing, huh?
No, he's out for the year. The receivers are yeah, he's out. I think this guy's hurt, N'Keal Harry. Yeah, he's out.
Oh, we got Burkhead, Crowder, Myers, Patriots, Cam. Who can we fit in there? Izzo?
Yeah. Just like that. I like it.
You like that? I don't know. We should think about that for a second.
It's definitely different. It's saying that they're just gonna roll over them.
I think I would rather do a 4-2.
With two, you can make a case for two Jets.
I think so, because I think that the Jets are gonna. I think so, man. I think so. I mean, if they're behind, they're gonna chuck it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could take Patriots D out and put like P Ryan for a huge. No.
Patriots D has to stay. Oh, we don't have Damien Harris. I like Damien Harris. I like him and Burkhead, to be honest. Because I think Damien Harris is going to get his, and then Burkhead's going to get his late in the game.
Well, if they all get theirs, then we don't need Cam Newton because that's too many guys running.
You're right. So what if you go with that strategy and you fade Cam? Who says he doesn't hand the ball off a million times?
Yeah.
I could see Cam having one passing touchdown in this game, man. It's not like he's been lighting up the game, you know?
What about this dude? This dude.
I like Perriman. That's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying. I like Perriman. So put him in, and then what do we got?
You can get Joe Flacco throwing the Crowder and Perriman. Even though it's Patriots D, if Patriots D gets a defensive touchdown, that's going to make it worth it.
No, we don't want that. I think we got to switch out Harris, put Damien Harris in the captain, and then put Burkhead in the flex.
You can't.
And then take out Flacco. We don't need him.
All right.
We don't ever need him. And I got Bird. It leaves you with Bird.
Yeah,
all
Bird.
Right. Let me see that. Let's put him in. Harris, Crowder, Burkhead, Patriots, Perriman, Bird. See, I like that look.
Is Bird a slot guy? Maybe he does like a. Oh, he don't run at all.
He's the more of a deep threat. But I like that against the Jets. And then because he could get the only touchdown. This is why this lineup makes sense. Because Bird could get the only touchdown, okay? And then Damien Harris gets 2, Burkhead gets 1. You know? It makes sense. It's just a good lineup without Cam.
Nice.
I don't think Jacoby Myers is a must play. Do you?
I mean, he had the better game last week, so I don't
know. So everyone thinks he's like, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. He's been doing good, and he didn't score, so maybe this week he gets in the end zone.
I know we can't afford him in this lineup, though, right?
No, I still have one more to do, so we could do this one and then do another one.
Leave this up for a second. I'm going to lock this in. I like this the best because I like, any player that's going to be 90% owned. So if Cam only has a mediocre game, we're automatically ahead, right?
Right.
Because he's 13-8, right? He's got to put up like 30 fantasy points tonight. What if he hands it off all game, man?
I know.
I'm going to check this out. Let me lock this in.
No, go ahead.
We got Harris.
Yeah, Harris as the captain. Crowder. Burkhead. Patriots D. Perriman. and Damian Bird. Wasn't Bird on the Panthers last year? I don't know.
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe Curtis Samuel went off again, and we kind of just didn't really talk about him.
Curtis Samuel?
Yeah.
No, I actually mentioned him, and you said that you didn't like him, and I thought that it made sense not to like him as much with McCaffrey back.
Yeah, I probably did say that.
You made a good point. You said with McCaffrey back, he's not going to get a lot of those end arounds, he's not going to get less runs. And I agreed with it, man. I didn't think he was going to put up 30 with all the weapons back.
Right.
Sometimes, man, you can't see these things coming, man. That's why the game's not played. That's why the game's not played on stats or projections. You know what I mean? Like, if games were played on projections, these nerds would be winning every time. They don't. Sometimes there's human elements to the game. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's crazy, man.
But no, I like Harris as captain tonight. I think that's, if you think about it, that's really good leverage off of Cam, because Cam's going to be like 40% of the captain tonight, dude.
Yeah.
So what if he hands it off instead? That's crazy leverage. I like that. That's the way I like to play. You know, that's how you should play. You got to take a look at these chalk guys and decide if you want to play them or you want to leverage off them. You know.
I was thinking of doing. I got one more that are reserved.
What contest were you in? I like Mims too. Mims ain't bro.
The same one. Oh, the Millie.
Oh, you're in the Millie?
Yeah.
I'm not in that, man.
Okay.
I only threw a couple bucks in tonight. So, yo, you can throw that lineup in here for sure.
What does he want?
You hit the Millie, just throw me like 50 large.
Oh yeah, of
kidding,
course,
man.
man.
No Flacco. You love Flacco.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's such a huge fade. Like he's maybe going to be on 15%. I don't even see him on 15%. And if he does get you 20 points, that's going to be huge. I could see him throwing 2 touchdowns in the first half, and we're going to be like, fuck. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Patriots look bad too, man.
I mean, this guy had a whole game. You didn't see he only threw 1. Oh, he had 2 whole games. He only threw 1.
Yeah, I got
you're calling for 2 in the first half. I don't care. I don't care if their star cornerback is out. The Patriots defense is more about scheme than anything else. Okay? It's about coaching and scheme and knowing where to have their players placed on certain plays. That's exactly
right.
That's how the Patriots beat you more than it is talent. Okay? So, yeah, Gilmore being out, maybe that gives a couple more looks to Perriman, or Crowder. But Crowder's usually out of the slot. So, who would Gilmore be on if he was playing?
Probably, yeah, Crowder does play the slot.
Probably he would see some Perriman, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to fade both quarterbacks. But yeah.
Not if it's what if it's a running out. Bro, this game is not going to be a shootout, no way in hell, in my opinion. So if the game starts with Damien Harris getting a touchdown and they don't answer, they're going to go back to Damien Harris, and he's going to pound the rock more until they can stop it. They're going to have to be able to stop the run first. Belichick, this team, their pass catchers are out for the most part, man. I mean, they got Bird. I mean, he catches some passes, but, their main guys are out. So I think they're going to pound the rock.
Dude, what if I went with this? Like, just kick a couple field goals, like maybe 2 or 3. Or no, yeah, I meant Jets. I put Nick Folk in there. Sorry. I don't know. You have any thoughts on the kickers? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just thinking, you know.
Oh, I can never tell if the stream kind of goes out or something.
It's not bad, but who are you missing? You're missing someone here.
I could use one of the kickers.
No, I like Castillo, I think. Or Folk. Oh, Folk's active. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's playing. I think he's going to be low ownership because people were probably fading him. Not sure if he was going to start or not. So a lot of lineups were not made with him in it. So I think he's a good play. How can I – so, what about – I mean, what if you got 15 points out of Cam? Would you really need – what if you need those 15 points from this game? If you got a floor of 15, you might need that.
At 13, too. At 13, see, I'm just doing it ownership-wise because Cam's going to be 93% owned. So I'm just doing it. I got one lineup in, so I'm going against the field. I'm not riding the field, you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can make a case for this lineup making sense.
You can always make a case, but I'm just trying to leverage against the field instead of going with them.
All right, I'm doing it. We're going to go against your word in this one, and I'm going to throw Flacco in one.
I like Flacco better than I like Cam.
Yeah.
Not just game theory wise, because Flacco's no one's going to have Flacco.
Right.
Hey, go back to that. What'd you have? You had Mims. I don't know who else.
I had Izzo, but that didn't make sense.
I don't know. The problem is the Jets aren't winning this game. I wish I could make a case for them to win the game, but they're not going to win.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're going to pound the rock against these guys. Maybe the Jets do. Maybe the Jets do put up a fight, bro. I don't know.
By the way, how many white pants do you have? 2. I've known people who went around entirely in black, just so they wouldn't have to keep doing laundry all the time. Well, that's what I used to do. I started to think it was disgusting. I like you white.
Are you looking at any of the Week 10 slates?
I'm just checking out what you're doing here with this lineup.
Oh, all right, man. Yeah, I'm not sure either. It's a lot harder to do them on the stream. Like when I'm looking at them in my own thoughts, and I could just plug away.
Let's see what you're gonna do here.
Man, I really want to try it. I know you're not feeling Frank Gore, but I want to go that route. If I don't use Flacco, I want to use Gore at least. And probably take Mims out. Yeah, that's weird. No one, you usually wouldn't use Gore in Patriots D, so I think that's contrarian there.
What's that?
Using a Jets running back with Patriots D.
I don't know about Gore though, man. He's not gonna. I don't like Gore.
Yeah.
But nothing can be ruled out on this game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why I like having you on, because
What was that lineup you had? What was that lineup you had before with the 3,100 left over?
oh shit.
Harris, Burkhead. Yeah, didn't have Gore. Didn't have Gore. Had Mims. Mims was in.
And like this.
Was it Castillo?
Yeah. So this is like it's saying that they get down there and they just kick a bunch of field goals and the Patriots still whip their butt.
I don't like two receivers. I would think I would try to get rid of Mims, or I would keep Crowder. Crowder's a lock, right?
Yeah.
Because
so we take out Mims and go Bird or three run. What if we went three running backs?
I like Bird, yeah.
Bird. Yeah, we could do that.
Let's see. Harris, Burkhead, Bird, Patriots, Crowder, Castillo. I don't like that one. Let me see that.
Repairman.
That's what we have, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what we have right now. I like that.
I'm looking to see if that's what we have. Yeah, that is what we have.
It makes sense. It kind of makes sense, I think.
But if this one's so good, but we're missing one piece, what could be the piece that we could, one or two pieces we could swap out? Now, if we had 4 out of the 6 right, what if 2 don't work out?
So swap out Bird. Swap out Bird and Perriman, and put like a $200 player on it. Let's see what that gets us.
Who is 200? I heard of this guy before.
This guy is not done anything. Look at that hair, man. He ain't ready.
He's a rug, man. He's a rug. He caught 3 passes last week.
I know, but Perriman was out, and so was Crowder.
Oh yeah. What about Does this guy? No, you don't get any attempts. He's only special teams.
Put in Gunner.
Where's the Gunner?
600.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
$600.
Oh, 600. Oh, that dude, Gunner. God, he hasn't. If he caught 1 pass for a touchdown, that would be like epic.
Well, I want to see if you put. Can you fit Cam in here?
No. See it? I could take
So
Patriots D out, but
pay down on Crowder, right? And
you
put
think we could take out Crowder? You still feeling Gunner?
no. Put in Mims. What are we left with?
4,500. You can get Perriman.
Put him in. All right. Harris, Burkhead, Cam, Patriots, Mims, Perriman. Unless Cam, you're gonna get the points just from Cam rushing the ball, which is possible. So if you get the points,
you're right. I don't like it.
How many rushing yards does he have? Oh, he's got some rushing yards.
Who's that?
No, it actually does make sense, bro, because Cam can run one in and not pass for any. So it might not make sense most of the time, but I think it makes sense.
All right.
So you got Harris. Who else?
Burkhead, Newton, Patriots D. So we swapped out Crowder.
All right, so we got Damien Harris, Cam Newton, Patriots, Burkhead, Perriman, and who?
Mims. We could, man. I say we rock it. I don't know if we didn't go with those guys. Who would? If we think this is our 4 key guys, possibly. Who do we change? You're saying P. Ryan? Does he catch any? He gets a few.
P. Ryan and Castillo.
Yeah, you can get Castillo in here with P. Ryan.
Nah, man. With no pass catchers, huh?
I know. I feel like we gotta have a couple. Can't get Crowder. Yeah, we don't know how he flows with Flacco.
Who's that?
Perriman. I don't think he's played one game with Flacco.
Perriman has good chemistry with Flacco. In week 6, that's the game Flacco got the start, right? Perriman was looking good in that game.
Oh.
So if we take Harris out of the captain, we put a pass catcher in the captain.
Oh, someone asked a question. Thoughts on trading Fulgham for Kareem Hunt?
So we can answer that next time. Right now, we're trying to squeeze this lineup.
All right.
They got Harris. Put Harris in the flex. And put
Harris in the flex?
Yeah, switch it up.
Your captain is – who do you want? Oh, you want to put Burkhead in the captain or Newton?
You can put Bird in the captain. I like a pass catcher in the captain.
Then this one's going to be heavily owned, probably.
You think so?
I mean, maybe not. It is using it's using your whole cap.
I'm gonna put that in.
Yeah, let's roll it. So here, I want to show you the lineup that I like a rough draft I did for week 10.
All right, let's check it out. Week 10 is going to be all about the afternoon games.
You think?
Yeah, those afternoon games. Buffalo.
Oh yeah! Wow, there's 6 of them.
Buffalo, Arizona is going to be very fast-paced, very high-scoring. That Miami Chargers game has a chance to be a shootout. That New Orleans game versus the 49ers, that could be a sneaky shootout. And the Rams versus Seattle is going to be the game. That's the juiciest game to me. I already know. I already got us a 3K receiver, bro.
Oh, I know you're talking about that guy for Seattle.
Yo, dude, I'm going right back to James Conner this week. He burned me last week. He's going to eat this week. He's back at home versus the Bengals. I'm going right back to him. He'll probably be 2% on because no one wants to play him.
Yeah.
I love James Conner next week versus the Bengals, just from an early look.
Well, here, let's work on this lineup. Un-F it and then see what we can retweak. I can make a case for Aaron.
No, Lockett. I love Lockett this week. I think Lockett's a great play this week. I like, you know who I also love? I love Robert Woods. Robert Woods is going to have a smash game this week.
Oh, if you're going Robert Woods, I went the other guys. I went Reynolds and Higbee.
I got Reynolds and Woods.
Yeah.
I like Reynolds and Woods this week.
What happened to Higbee?
I like what's his name against the Saints, Jordan Reed. I love Jordan Reed a lot this coming week.
Oh, he didn't do.
Just early. The Saints are one of the worst teams against tight ends.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything against the Packers. I didn't see that game, but
you should know that the Packers are a great squad. There's no denying the Packers are a great squad, and I mean the Saints are pretty good, but the Packers have a much better defense.
But man, it's so hard to like. You can go Tanyan or Higbee for $100, $200 more.
You don't want Higbee right now. Higbee can't catch right now. He's got the cast on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure. I like who's the other smash? Oh, I'm going right back to Edmunds too. Edmunds is going to eat versus the Bills. Chase Edmunds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he burned everyone last week. I like going right back. And of course, Kamara and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I like Aaron Jones. I feel like people may fade him.
I don't think so.
But, no?
Nah. He's a great play regardless every week. There's no week where Aaron Jones is a bad play.
Yeah, but he's gonna be the only one back there. Maybe I don't know if Jamal Williams will be back. Maybe he will.
The only thing with Aaron Jones is that when Devontae Adams is on the field, Devontae Adams gets the super treatment over anyone. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of Aaron Jones games come, big games come when Devontae's out. Like. That's one thing, because Devontae Adams, bro, he gets like crazy. Like he might get 20 targets, bro. Even though he's 9K, you still got to think about him.
Yeah, I thought about that, man, but it's like, man, I want to fade.
I want to
fade the 40%.
I don't think he'll be 40%. I think it'll be the opposite because he's so expensive. I think most people will want to fade him. But you know who else I like a lot this week, bro? I think that Michael Thomas has his first big game of the year.
Oh, because Devontae just walked in there.
No, I like Michael Thomas. I watched him last night. He looked pretty good.
And he's pretty cheap for his ceiling.
What did he get last night? 10 points?
Yeah.
And that was his first game back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was also in a game where Drew Brees threw to 13 different targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those receivers against San Francisco is always a sneaky spot for the big name receivers.
I agree.
Lockett, Thomas, love Woods in this game. I think Woods. I love Woods.
So you like Jared Goff?
I got Goff in my first initial look. We're gonna talk.
That was mine. That was mine too. I showed you one with Goff. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about this later on in the week, and of course things change, but no, I love Goff to Reynolds and Woods. That's what I really like.
But what about Cooper Kupp? He had 20 targets last week.
Yeah, he's the slot, right? He's the slot receiver. That's the one area, bro. Believe it or not, where the Seattle's actually been strong. Is first the slot receiver.
Oh,
and then
really?
They get burned by the outside receivers.
So you can see Woods and Reynolds eating.
I love Woods and Reynolds, man. I think Robert Woods is like a 40-point game here. I think Reynolds has about 19. But I think they both get in the zone. This is going to be a crazy shootout. This might be another 50 spot for Lockett incoming.
Yeah. What do you think of any thoughts on D? I feel like Packers get that Jacksonville quarterback that had a decent game, but now he's going to go on the road.
Yeah, they're expensive though.
Not 4,900 like the Steelers.
Yo, bro, the Steelers. You know what happened in that game last night, right? The Steelers didn't even look like they prepped for that game, man.
No.
The Steelers looked like they were just going to come in there and win no matter what, Yeah.
Hold on here. Welcome, guys. This is EJ and Chris, breathing fantasy football, literally. So we do have a comment related to Draftkings here. How should I handle James Conner after this terrible week? Thank you, Lally's Locks, for asking a question. James Conner. Well, do you think Conner's going to smash this week?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah. I put him in. I revised this one.
I think James Conner. I'm calling this right now. James Conner, highest scoring running back on the slate this coming week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be up there, bro. He just burned everybody too. I love it. I don't care if he burned everybody. I'm going right back to him. Reynolds, I like Reed, Jordan Reed in the tight end this week, man.
Yeah. I look back at it. I'm trying to look at a cheap defense. Can we make a case? Texans D?
Possibly. That's a sneaky play. They're not really that good, but neither is Mayfield. So, and they got I could see him getting a pick 6 on Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I like that play.
That's a sneaky play right there. And what does that leave you with 3,100? For that scrub Albert O, man, we might have made some wrong decisions last week, but we didn't play Albert O, did we?
No. I agree. Yeah, well, he was just trying to help out.
Albert always ain't helping anyone. So sell me on Everett. Sell me on Everett, man. Why do you like Everett?
Oh, I didn't say I like him. It's a massive stack for the Rams.
Oh, all three. Damn.
Is he our Cedric Wilson?
No, I think Josh Reynolds is.
Yeah, I know.
Gabriel Davis, bro. Gabriel Davis killed it.
I know. We were like on the fence.
I had him
talking
in.
about him.
I had him in. I swapped him. For Guyton, and he was
you
like,
did?
"Yeah, he was like one of the only things I got right." Yeah. Yeah. Nah. This Sunday, if you're around, we'll jump on. Try to get on a little closer to game time.
Yeah, because I put in 3 lineups, and those are the only 3 lineups I cashed. I had one get me 180. Did you see that?
I know, man. It's because we were, I think we talked on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, this lineup got me 180.
Nice.
But I had Cardinals D. I didn't know
Tyreek
that.
Hill, bro. Good play, Tyreek Hill. Good play.
Yeah, I wish I would have had Kelsey, but that only got me 12 points more.
That's exactly why we need to connect later in the week, man. We gotta do it this week, man, because I was thinking the same thing. I was liking Tyreek Hill too, man, and we can always put things together better, the two of us, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's go back and enter this one in, at least get one in there.
I don't like the triple stack. It's a little wild.
No.
Everett, Reynolds, and Woods.
What about – no, he can't. This guy caught a touchdown. He's going to do shit.
I love this game too. This game is, John Brown. It's John Brown going against his former team might light him up. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good play, John Brown.
So let's look at that. I put John Brown in one lineup last week. The lineup I set with Josh Allen, that got me my next closest points, I think. No, that was Herbert. Damn, where was it? I don't know. I had one with Josh Allen, and it was decent. But anyways, let's see here. Who are we thinking? John Brown? So it gives us a 52 tight end. We can go Hawkinson again, man. He was big play last week.
I would could, man. I never liked Hawkinson.
No. Oh, is Stafford out? I think Stafford may be out. Or is he back? I know you don't like Hawkinson. I remember that.
Yeah, but that's just a bias of mine. That's not good to have a bias. I don't know why I don't like him. He's just one of those guys I don't like. I don't know why.
But he had a big game last year, and he had a big game so far in week.
I know he hasn't
had a big game yet. He hasn't had a 2-touchdown game yet, and he's with no. Where's that?
All right, let's set this. I'm gonna go watch the game.
All right, man. So we gotta finish this tight end here.
How many points did Sims Jr. get last week?
Sims Jr.? He caught a touchdown, I believe. Or no. I thought he did. He didn't do anything. I was thinking another Sims. Cam Sims.
Wow, Cam Sims did nice.
Yeah.
110 yards.
Oh, but you know who's – it's Alex Smith. So we got to think it's Alex Smith it's his team now. And it's always been a run team with Alex Smith as a quarterback. He always threw to tight ends. What about Logan Thomas here? Alex Smith is a quarterback.
Alex Smith, I don't know. He can't get very many completions, period.
Yeah.
He looks like he just needs to retire.
Yeah, but man, they're gonna roll with him, and the Lions have a beatable defense. So you're fading that game.
Which one?
The Redskins and Lions.
Oh yeah, that game is just a mess to me. I mean, Stafford's out too, right? Oh no, he cleared it. Your boy Flacco about to throw for a touchdown here, bro.
Yeah, I think he get what did I say? 2 touchdowns by the first half.
Steps. Oh, is that our boy?
Who's that?
I think he got a first down. First down to Perriman.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't looked very closely at this slate, but Evan Ingram I know is a real strong tight end play.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that? You know what's sneaky? Also, something I noticed is that both the tight ends for the Seahawks are 2,500 min price.
Oh, Disley
and Greg Olson are both 2,500.
But Hollister was the one catching all the balls last. He caught five of them for 60. I watched that game.
I know. I think that was only because it was that game. No, I think Greg Olson is still the lead tight end.
Yeah, why is he? Yeah,
I don't know why he's just minimum price. I think that's kind of a steal versus the Rams. There's going to be a lot of touchdowns in that game in general. That's what I think. I think that game, that Seattle Rams game, is going to be the absolute shootout, man. I would love to see what the total is going to be. The total is going to be like 60 in this game.
So the Saints just shut down the Bucks, and now the 49ers on the road have third-string guys. Like, how can we not make a case?
Perriman just missed a touchdown in the corner of the end zone.
Did he?
Yeah. He's throwing to Perriman a lot, dude. He dropped it. Perriman had it. I like Greg Olson. Yeah, Reynolds, Woods. Wait. What happened?
Oh shit!
I don't like. Hunt. I don't like Hunt.
I accidentally messed it up. Here, let me fix it.
2,500 though for Greg Olson is probably a steal.
Yeah, I like it too.
Because even if he gets a Millie Maker 2 weeks ago, won with the 0 in their tight end because he was 2,500. I don't like spending money on tight end.
After serving 9.32 years of his sentence,
Yeah.
Casey was released on the condition that he be deported.
I like Edmunds too. Edmunds is a nice play too.
Well, if we went Robert Woods.
I had no idea what you wanted to do. Well, I didn't either. I just felt like you were the right person to.
Where's Edmunds? Oh, we went down 6,300.
Various lines. I wanted you to have perfectly free hand.
I'll be able to basically launch my whole chemistry life from that. One of the first last things you said to me is I drove away. Like I wish I'd told no. I wound up telling a few people.
I can get Hopkins.
Other than Casey, did you know anyone who got caught?
There's several people who got.
I can get Lock.
Bird
Huh?
looks like he was a good captain play because Bird was only 2.8% in the captain, man.
Been arrested in England.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, so if he pops off, Bird catches a touchdown, a deep pass against the Jets, that's really going to help. I like
Because he was in the slammer for a long time. The first thing is to keep your mouth shut.
instead of Aaron Jones,
It is shut
put in
to
Chase Edmunds, man. Chase Edmunds. He's gonna have a monster game here at home versus the Bills. It's gonna be a monster game. Chase Edmunds is gonna get the ceiling, and no one's gonna want to play him because he failed everybody.
Right. I agree with that.
And put Aaron Jones in the flex.
Then I can go Packers D. I really like Packers D this week.
Got 5 methyl, maybe. And then 4 methoxy.
Oh, you took out Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm not taking him out. I love Michael Thomas this week.
Psychedelic molecule.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I could do that over Aaron Jones.
Though Dell sold his volcano, he wasn't prepared to do his work there behind.
There we go.
He took 14 andesite cores, removed from the laboratory, and buried them, one which genericized to an ethylene structure as a monument for future generations.
You think that San Francisco game turns into a shootout? I mean, it is Mullins, but that stadium just like, I don't know. It's like players love playing in that stadium on that field. There's always possibility for a shootout with this matchup.
Which one?
San Francisco for New Orleans.
I wanted to make him a cake.
But, man,
Do 60.
San Francisco looked like trash with all their
They got all their
trainers.
They got all their guys back though, man.
Do they?
Yeah, Debo's back. Ayuk's back. Yeah, they're all back, man, except for Jimmy G. So I can see guys like Ayuk and guys like Debo. Those are like the type of guys that can really like go off in this situation, you know.
There was about years.
Boy, that's going to take a lot of.
We have to get rid of.
What do you think about Emmanuel Sanders in this game, man, facing his old team?
Too bad.
I'm gonna help.
No, but you can't go Sanders if you're feeling Michael Thomas.
I know. I'm just asking. Not necessarily just for this lineup, but
No, I think Sanders takes a back seat moving forward with Michael Thomas in.
well, he
He's
didn't.
good.
He didn't last night though.
No?
That's what I thought too, and then he didn't. And then Sanders still got the TD last night,
Psychedelic experience
so I thought that too.
is a voyage inside. A trip into the countless galaxies of your own nervous system.
I mean, what do you think about Danielle Jones this week versus the Eagles?
Because the language of the body, language
Well, he was a bust when we used him.
is a set of biochemicals.
There are things in your mind that you don't know about, but if you're free and open to whatever's there, then it all comes out.
It's just hard to describe that.
Today's price nice and low
I-
again.
I know. I'm just talking like what if, you know? I just want to get your thoughts. I like to pick your brain, you know?
Yeah, it's so hard. I feel like I want to fade Danielle Jones, although he's.
I know. I always want to fade him too, but one of these weeks, man, he's going to have like 30, 40 fantasy points.
Yeah.
But nah, you got to play Goff, right?
Yeah, if we're going that one lineup.
Goff is a beautiful play, I think.
I needed that loud. Tiny bit of guidance.
He probably won't be that high owned either.
That was the real mentorship.
Goff? No. He has a high 20s ceiling for this game. You get 28, 29 out of him, that would be great.
1% of the planet can experience that. Maybe we'll transform. Maybe we'll
Burkhead with the catch.
Big Packers.
The world needs healing.
I think that I would put in I think I really like Jordan Reed at the tight end spot this week. I could see Jordan Reed really doing well in this spot. I know he did bad last week, but Bird with the catch, baby. First down.
So is Cam Newton looking good?
Cam Newton's looking good, bro. We switched it up to that Cam lineup last minute, right?
Yeah.
Good, good. We eat the chalk. We'll eat the chalk on that one. Sometimes you just got to eat the chalk. Yeah, I really like Jordan. I don't know why, man. Call it a hunch, but either Reed or maybe even Ross Dwelly. But I like Reed. I like his play style in this matchup. Cam. Oh, he passes. Oh, that was to Myers. Myers is down on the 5. He's going to deep pass to Myers there. That's all right. They stopped him. I think Damien Harris is going to run it in. Reed, and then
I can go Diggs here for.
Yeah, you can go. Yo, someone in that game, maybe a couple players in that game are going to explode. That game's going to be so fast paced, dude.
Well, this one looks good.
Cam got a rushing touchdown.
Oh, cool. All right, man. I'm going to plug this one in, and I'm going to go hang out with the rest of the fam.
All right, man. So I guess we'll do a show on Wednesday. Let's take a deeper look into it, or what?
Sure, man. Yeah, we'll look back at it.
All right, man. Just send me a text or something. I'll do that.
Oh, maybe when it may be late Wednesday. Usually Wednesday evenings. Well, this Wednesday evening is Veterans Day, so we'll probably go out and get a nice meal somewhere for most of the night.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter if it's 11, 12 at night. It's cool too.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, I'll just shoot you a message, see what you're up to, and we can hash out.
Because then I'll take a closer look into the slate. You know.
I hear you.
Right now, I haven't exactly dug into it. I do think that John Brown is a really good play this week, though.
Yeah, but any one of those 3 guys could go off.
You're right.
I'm gonna plug this one in to end our stream because this is the one that I was feeling the most.
Yeah, plug that in for now. We'll go back to it on Wednesday anyway. But, yo, it's nice talking to you, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on the stream again, Chris. Have a good rest of your night.
I'll talk to you soon, man. I'm glad you had a good time at the festival, man.
Yeah, man. I got a huge video to make. I got a lot of good footage, so I'm gonna be working on that.
Good stuff, man. Just give me a heads up when you're gonna. Just send me a text, man, when you want to jump on and talk to people looking for this.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Later, man.
All right, brother. See you. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is EJ, Breathing Fantasy Football. Literally, before we end, I would like to do one mindful breath. It's kind of like my thing for the channel. Everyone has a thing. So wherever you're at, if you have me on in the background, press pause on your game there. Hey, John, thank you for joining the stream. I saw your message. I didn't want to jump on. When me and Chris are talking, we're kind of in the zone. But wherever you're at, guys, just come to a relaxed position and softly rest your eyes, rotate your shoulders down, and just take a full exhale out. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe in. Think about the breath, how it goes inside, fills your lungs. Hold. Exhale, release. Breathe in one last time, deepest breath you've taken. A little bit more. Hold. Exhale, release. Thank you, guys. Happy Marine Corps birthday and happy Veterans Day. Salute to all the service members and hope you do good in your drafting lineups. Let's be different. Peace out.